Yeah, what's up, guys? It's Jaaziah Peters once again, your MBL master. So, like I promised, I said I'm going to teach you guys how to use Forexfactory in collaboration with your trading. So, you open your browser and just type Forex. This is the forexfactory.com. Enter. So here's the site. Boom. So now this is weekend, so uh, that's why you see these gray boxes here, and you see bank holiday, bank holiday. So today is 25th of December. Merry Christmas to everyone. So all all through Monday on 26th there will be holidays. So that's why you see all this like this. So from Tuesday, market opens again. So not markets precisely, as in um, news starts coming in. So from Tuesday like that. So now, so how do you use this in correlation with your trading? It's simple. Whenever there is a news, it will tell you the relevance of that news to the currency pair. For instance, this news will affect euro. This other news will affect euro. This one will affect pounds. This one will affect dollar, like that. So now, but the how serious the news is will determine if these boxes should be red, yellow, or orange. I'm looking for, yes, do you see these red ones now? So this one will affect the Swiss. Now this one will affect the dollar. So you see it's red. So this red means is has high impact on the, it will have high impact on the currency. It will have high impact. So which means if this news is positive or negative, it will determine if dollar will any dollar pair will buy or sell at that particular moment. So this is the mistake young bees made or makes. I've done that before. So because I learned this where I learned the academy where I learned how to trade, they taught us how to use Forexfactory with our trading. So which means before you start trading on the day, after opening your charts, doing your analysis, the next thing you need to do is to go and check if there will be a news on your pair that day, so that you know what time the news is coming, so you know what to do either to avoid the market that day or that particular period, or make sure you're not in a trade, or if you want to trade it, so whichever way. But the thing is always know, you should know if there will be a news that day, so you know what to expect and what to do, or get prepared for it if you want to trade it or you want to exit the market. So like for instance, now this is Wednesday, January 4. So by 1 a.m. So now you need to set the timing. So now you open an account. It's not compulsory to open an account actually. You can just go to Forexfactory and check if there will be news. But the thing is, most of the time is set to is not set to Nigerian timing. So in order to always, so you always go to the back end. So look at this time now. This is 7:25 p.m. It corresponds with the time on my desktop. This is 1927, which is the same thing. So the time here corresponds, and you see PBJ Forex. So that's me signed in. That's my Forex nickname, PBJ. So whatever time is displayed on your own. So don't go to setting. You click on that particular time. You see the time on your left, on your right hand side, on top. So you click on that time. It will bring you here. So here you can now choose your time zone. So if it's set to London or wherever, so I set mine to West African time, so AM or PM, or you want 24 hours, so I want AM or PM. So then you just save your settings. So it will be synchronized, so you save your settings. Boom. So now if you don't open an account with them, if you don't open an account on Forexfactory, each time you come, you might need to reset that timing so that the time will correspond, so you know what time the news is actually coming in your Nigerian time. But if you open an account and you set that's your time, anytime you just log in, the time is automatically set to the time zone of your country. So you get, so this is it now. So if I go to news, so now this is it can be used for several things. So majorly is a news site. So once you go there, now you can see which news is coming up. So now let's say this particular news now, let's say if I'm trading Japanese yen, any pair with Japanese yen, and I know that the news is coming by 12 a.m. in the night. So this, you come to this place and check the details of that news, so on how it will affect the currency. So they will tell you that forecast is good for currency. So there's always a forecast of what they're expecting to happen. So let me see which one I can use. So let me use this one now. For example, this unemployment rate, the news about unemployment rate is coming up. Down the forecast, this is the, if you look up here, you see forecast, then this is the previous result they got, then they forecast that they're going to get this particular result, then the actual one that will come out is what we're expecting, which is the news we're expecting. So now on each pair, they'll tell you that, okay, in this particular news that is coming, if the actual thing that comes out, the actual digit result that comes out, if it's less than what they forecast, that means it's good for the currency. That means the currency will become stronger. So it now depends on if the currency is a pair, if it's a base currency in the trade, in the pair you're trading, or if it's a quote currency. So what do I mean by that? Let me show you my charts now. So now in this chart now, we have AUD USD. So AUD is the base currency, then USD is the quote currency. Now we have Euro USD. Euro is the base currency and USD is the quote currency. So that's how they call it. So now if anything happens on the news and that thing makes USD to become stronger, the news is favorable to USD, so that means in this particular pair, in that particular moment, the chart will go down, it will sell, because USD has become stronger than the base. If the quote becomes stronger than the base, the currency will sell. But if the base becomes stronger than the quote, the currency will buy. So if anything, if there's a news on euro and that news is favorable, so that means euro becomes stronger, and maybe there's now a negative news on USD, then USD becomes weaker, so that means that currency will buy at that moment. Do you understand it now? So now here is the mistake I said newbies make that I wanted to explain the other time. When I just started trading, when I see maybe 3 negative news on USD, so which means those news are not favorable, so, and I'm trading euro USD and euro has positive news, so I believe that euro has become stronger, which is the base currency, and the quote has become weaker, so the market should buy. And unfortunately the market starts selling after a while, maybe the following day. So I thought the news will affect the optimal direction of the market. So news doesn't affect the optimal or maximum direction of the market. It's just for that moment. So if there's a news by 10 a.m., so between 9:30, 10, 10:30, that news might affect that particular market. So it depends on the time frame you are in. So on the 15 minutes time frame, 1 hour time frame, so that news can affect. You can just see one serious or massive long candle on the bullish side, or a massive red candle on the bearish side that will cut your stop loss. So majorly the news is used to correct the market. Do you understand now? So to correct the market and to manipulate the market. Those are the 2 things they use the news to do: to manipulate the market, to correct the market, for correction, and manipulation for retracement and things like that. So it doesn't mean that the news is what will determine if throughout this year, this, like for instance now I'm on a daily time frame. You see, let me change it to weekly time frame. So you see on the weekly time frame, which means for several months or almost a year now, for almost a year now, more than a year, this currency pair has been bearish. Now it doesn't mean that the news doesn't decide this. Do you understand now? The news doesn't decide this. So what decides it majorly? Market makers, the jagabans in the market. You know, Forex is beyond one country something, is beyond one government something. So it's a cabal market, is a, I don't know how to explain it. Do you understand it now? This is beyond one country. This is beyond one person. So there's what they call the market makers, the G8, the G7. So those people, they are the ones who determine all these things. So not a one-man thing. So, and those are the things that actually dictate the direction of the market, and is a synchronized, programmed market. Do you understand? It's a programmed industry. So that is why you see that there's an economic calendar for an entire year. On a good day, you shouldn't know which news will happen tomorrow. But here in the Forex market, we already know the news. The calendar is already stated out from January to December, so we know what to expect next tomorrow, also this week, next week, like that. So is a very organized and orchestrated market and manipulated market at the same time. So I don't know if I've been able to explain everything about. So now I said it is used for several things. So now another thing you can use sometimes, even as a trader, I get confused in the market. Like you don't know if the market will buy or sell. So you can come here to see the buyers and sentiments of traders. So if you click trade now, so on BTC USD now, this particular trader has opened sell, and he opened this sell 1 minute ago. So this particular trader has opened sell on ETC USD, but I don't trade all this. So if I go to the maybe what I trade now, maybe I'll be looking for Euro USD. So on Euro USD, this particular trader has opened buy, and he opened this buy 2 hours ago. This like maybe 2 days ago he opened this buy, you know, like that. So I'll be looking at sentiments of traders and looking then on this side again, on your right hand side, I'll be looking at this side. So how many percentage of traders on Euro USD now? 47% of traders, 156 of them are on buy position. Why 178% more traders are on sell position? Do you see that now? So these people who are going short, who are entering sell position, are more than people who are going long position. So most of the time, this could be a determinant factor for you to know that if you are on a buy, you should be very careful, except you really know what you're doing. I don't make this to decide what I do, as in like maybe because I see more people are entering buy or more people are entering sell, so me too, I go and open sell. No, I just use this to confirm my bias. I might be already be thinking that, not even thinking, based on my analysis, I'd be like, this thing is going to sell. I've already decided this is going to sell based on my analysis. I've done the analysis and I say this is going to sell. But to confirm it, I now come here to check what are other traders doing. I don't do it every time, but especially if I've had a series of losses. If I'm losing, I'm like, maybe I'm entering buy, I'm losing. I'm wondering what's happening. So I come to what are other traders doing? So you come here and you see that, okay, more traders are entering buy or more traders are entering sell. So you use this to confirm your bias. So it works, actually, it works. So that will help you in your trading also. So I think that's all. And there's they have forums. Some guru traders have discussions. They'll tell you, okay, with this, based on this, I think this particular pair is going down or going up. So you can join forums and you see what people are discussing, what people are saying, like that. So majorly that's what that's what it's used for. So the major place I go here is I go to, this is forum. You see trading, different interactions are going on in all these rooms. Do you understand now? In all these rooms, different interactions are going on here. So I don't really go to all those places. I don't like Aproko talk, Amebo talk, I don't like people influencing me based on their discussion and their sentiment, because they can influence your judgment. So me personally, I don't go to all those rooms and listen to all sort of discussions. Somebody can even be a newbie and is there and is analyzing market and scattering my head at once. So that's just me anyway. So majorly, I come here, look for the news for the day. Is there any news for the day that will affect the pair I'm trading on? If there's no news, if there's a news, so if this sign is yellow, it means it will have a medium impact. That's a medium impact on the pair, on this particular currency. If it's orange, I mean, but if it's yellow, it will have a low impact or no impact. But from experience, I've discovered that this one too is a deception. Sometimes you see a yellow color on a particular news, and they will tell you have low impact rather. And when that time comes, when that particular time for that news comes, the candle will be so long, or and if it's a bearish, it can go so as in to be so long, you'll be wondering, but low impact was expected. So because of that, I don't really follow all these colors, but you need to be careful. But it is based on experience. That's what they are saying, based on the past years. What has always happened anytime this news comes out? How does it affect the market? Does it always affect the market, or it doesn't? So the ones that has been confirmed that anytime this news comes up, it has high impact in the market are all this news like this one, IMS, manufacturing PMI like that, CPI news, ADP, non-farm employment change news, payment rule, FOMC meeting, all those meetings, all the places always see red like this, those news. So this one will come out by 8 p.m. in the night on Wednesday, January. So that it will have high impact. High impact means the candle can just fluctuate, go up or down, like that. You see fast volatility in the market, fast movement. So like that. So now for you to now know what to expect, you come here and check, okay, this particular news, what's going to happen? More hawkish than expected is good for currency. How do you explain that hawkish? I've forgotten all these terms. So majorly, that's how you use these things. So what I do majorly is when I see all this kind of thing like this, I try either I've closed my position before that time, or that will be the time to open the position based on you first look at what the candle is doing. Because if he wants to buy, it will fall for go and sell to go and cut stop loss. So it will go to the unreasonable part to make sure it cuts all the retail traders away. Then it starts going up. And if he wants to sell, it will fall for go and buy to go and cut all the stop losses. Then it will now start coming down. So that's what it does majorly. So you fall for watch and see which direction is it going first. When I make sure it has cut stop loss, then you enter the market. But to be conservative and to be more reserved and to be security conscious of, I don't know how to put that in English, like to play safe. Yes, that's the right word. If you want to play safe, whenever you know there will be a news, stay out of the market. That's the most reasonable advice I can give. So I hope this helps you in your trading. So most of the time, don't just depend on your technical analysis. Always know. It's always good to know if there's a news coming. It's always good to know. All right. So I'll see you guys later. So I've paid one of my debts on your part. So it remains order block. So I don't know when I'll do that again. Maybe during the new year. All right. Peace. Merry Christmas once again.